My name is Ryan Priest. I'm the course leader for the BA Honours Graphic Communication course at the University of South Wales, and I'll be talking briefly about how we solve a design problem. So what we do is we tend to start with a brief, and that brief has to be broken down and explored. Designers are curious people, so it's generally asking questions around a design brief to trigger some kind of exploration. Now, one of the ways that we can start to explore a brief would be to think about the who and the why. And if we think about who is affected, then that's where we can start going out and having insights. We can start thinking about who that audience is, and just generally trying to get a better understanding of how these guys feel specifically about a problem. Therefore, you might be thinking about, how do I reach audiences online? How can I use digital tools to create surveys, incentivize some sort of engagement? But ultimately, what you are trying to do is you are trying to better understand the problem. Once you've explored the brief, and once you've been able to in some way perhaps rag or order the types of problems that you face, so types of problems that designers can face might be problems around identity, which you lead towards perhaps branding. You might have audience issues. Whatever the types of problems that designers are facing, it's good to then think about, how are other designers solving this? And then you can look at any really great online resources, things like Design Week. Just find out generally how designers are approaching new problems, 21st century problems. So you're looking for ideas, you're looking for clever things that people understand and things that just make sense. So you might be thinking about how you can use typography. You might be thinking about how you can use posters. You might be thinking about how you can use digital devices. You might be thinking about how you can laser cut. You might be thinking about how you can create games, packs of cards. Whatever you're thinking about, the possibilities are endless, and you are ultimately trying to find something that somebody wants to engage with. Once we have all these ideas, we can't go out there and absolutely baffle everybody. It would be good practice to pick 3 of your strongest ideas and take those 3 ideas into a development process. You're still being problem-led and you're thinking about all the things that you can do and all the ways that you can approach this project. You're not ruling anything out, you're taking everything in. But this is a process of development where I then take this idea right through to a finished piece for final user testing. I've picked the solution that I think is the best. That doesn't mean that it's working, that doesn't mean that people understand it, and that doesn't mean that people are going to use it. What we would now need to do is put that out there and user test. We would need to put this in front of an audience where I would have the luxury of looking at perhaps a focus group to listen and understand and gain feedback. And ultimately, I would be thinking about how I can further refine through a snagging list, just to make sure that my final iteration of this project is exactly what I want it to be. Once you've completed all the stages of the design process, all that's really left to do is to pitch your fantastic idea to the client or to the audience. And you are pitching your design journey and all the things you've learned with value towards the people who are most affected by that problem.